What's up, ladies and gentlemen? ChuckfinleLP here with us. Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves Part 12. We are here at the entrance to Episode 5, and we are now going to begin Episode 5. And you can see it's called a Tangled Web.
Time for a little payback. The Contessa, having escaped us into prison, is now hiding out in her castle estate. It's a well-fortified, gothic nightmare that would make any thief run in terror. Terrible or not, that's where we're headed. To sweeten the deal, we've learned that the Contessa, who until recently was a secret member of the Claw Gang, is in possession of the Clockwork Eyes. The Thieves Raccoonist describes the eyes stopping opponents dead in their tracks, transfixed in their gaze. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what an accomplished hypnotist could do with such powerful artifacts. News of the Contessa's corruption has spread to Interpol. Constable Neela, being closest to the case, was granted a cash allowance to hire an army of local mercenaries. It looks like we're walking into a full-scale war. But we have to act now, before things go from bad to worse.
And now this level I don't remember anything about. To be honest, I totally forgot it was even here. I thought the area that we go into Episode 6 and 7, I thought that's where we was going to start on this in Episode 5. So I'm going to have a pretty rough time trying to figure out exactly what I need to do, but we'll get the items here. Health extract, you can see that's quite a bit of money. The Raging Inferno flop, quite a bit of money, and then the Paraglide. This is very useful. And this will actually make going after the loot a little bit, or not loot, clue bottles a little bit easier. Because what you can do with the Paraglide, and I will let me figure out a way. I want to get up onto this rooftop up here, but I don't actually think you can. Well, you hold the R1 button and you can see what the Paraglide is and what it does. It's, like I said, very, very useful. It keeps you from falling down immediately. So something like this, yeah, of course we can jump to the safe house from here just by double jumping. But just to get straight to the door, instead of having to walk the few inches it would take, it's definitely very useful. It's not that useful right now, like just in what I'm showing off, but as I go on, you'll be able to see how useful it actually is as we go on. And so I got to get the clue bottles now, and since I don't remember the location of the clue bottles at all, so I'm gonna have a kind of a difficult time trying to find them. If I'll try not to drag it out at all. If it seems like I'm not able to find them very easily, I will just cut until I can find them, kind of like what I did with Episode 3. But hopefully not quite as bad. But just like with Episode 4, you want to start on this, try to start on the outside of the level and then just work your way in. You want to be careful because of the transformers on the wires are active. Well, gotta watch out for the mercenary tanks. They will shoot at you. Oops. But they're kind of like the Contessa's tanks. I think those actually may be the Contessa's tanks. I don't remember which is which, to be honest. Maybe the blue lit ones are the mercenaries, and these red ones are the Contessa's tanks. I'm sure the game will try to point out which is which, for a job. But you can see how useful the Paraglider can be. Knock them out. I can hear a clue bottle around here, so it's probably... Oh, there it is. Oops. It didn't work. There we go. Alright, I'm not hearing anything. crap, it's got a top on it. Let me see, just make sure. I'll just keep heading in this direction because I don't want to head into the interior at all until I clear the outside ring out first. So see, like this. I'll have to figure out a good way to get back up on top, up to the top up there, but I'm sure I can figure out a way. It's also good to check on the ground as well. Not you don't always want to stay on the rooftops when trying to find the clue bottles. If he had any loot on him. Yes, he does. There we go. Still have some loot to sell from the previous area, and all loot does carry over to the next episode, so you don't have to worry about losing any loot that you may have found but just forgot to sell from a previous episode. It all carries over, but you do have a limit of how much loot you can actually hold, so you want to be careful and try to remember to sell it periodically. You know, it's not you don't always have to sell it. Like I said, going into each area or each episode, but you want to try to sell it just to make sure that you don't run out of room. So this is why I said you want to check around everywhere. So it didn't look like he had any loot on him. Now I want to get back up to the rooftops. Just keep working around it. It would definitely be nice if they had a map in this game. I don't think they added maps until possibly Sly 3. I know for sure in Sly Cooper Thieves in Time they did add a map, which makes it a little bit easier. I don't remember right off the top of my head if it's a mini map. I know there's a map that you can access by pausing the game and going to actually hitting it from the pause screen. But I don't remember if there's a mini map or not. That's what would be really useful, a mini map, because you can kind of help mark where you're going. But at this point, any kind of map would be useful. Alright, I'm just sitting here walking around making sure. There's several pieces of treasure around here. I wonder if... I'm sure there's an easier way to tell whether this stuff was booby-trapped or not. It's kind of hard to say whether that's booby-trapped or not, because if it wasn't booby-trapped, I could pick it up, continue walking around, trying to look for the clue bottles, and then once I got close enough to the safe house, I could just sell it there. Here are two around here. I think. Not too bad. But there's still one around here somewhere. I don't think it's that one, but wonder if it could be that one. Oh, there it is. Alright, so I can get this one as well. And this is kind of where the that's where the paraglider really comes in handy. And I can hear another one. I'm probably gonna hate to do this, but since I don't hear anymore, so let me see. I want to head back over here to get this one. Just continue walking around the bottom, or I mean the outside edge of the level. Kind of looks like there should be some down there, but I'm not hearing anything, and I would definitely hear something this close to it. So, oh, there's one. Maybe not. Ah, crap. Oh, he's knocked out. All I came for was that anyway. Oh, crap. Again, just to try to fight. You know, you can't fight the big guys, so what you want to do is just try to get up as high as you can and try to, so that you can kind of catch the little guards as they're jumping up, so that you can just hit them with your, you know, as soon as they jump up, you can just smack them back off of where they came from. And so there should be a couple in this this area here. There's some I can hear two. One, and then two. And then there's some treasure over there. Not hearing a whole lot else, so. Oops. Oops. Bad idea. Let's see, how am I going to get up there? That could be down here. Wonder how many could possibly be down here. I don't think there's one on that boat. No. And I doubt there would be one on the path of the boat. There could be, though. Oops. Now, the cane spinning move is actually a great way to, I've talked about how it's good for crowd control. You know, if you're surrounded by a whole bunch of enemies, it's a great way to try to get them to get away from you. But it's also a good way to keep attacking an enemy rather than just continuously swinging it. You can hit them at least twice. Ah, crap. Kind of figured that was going to happen. And there's one up there. I can actually hear two. You see, like, these are the militia tanks with the blue. Oops. With the blue. Oh crap. With the blue lights. Ah, and I'm pretty sure the Contessa's. Oh crap. I'm pretty sure the Contessa's tanks are the ones with the red lights on them. I need health now. There's one over there. There's one over there. I wonder if I could possibly use this. Actually surprised that worked. Yeah, but this is what I was looking for. Something so I could try to get over here. I don't hear any more up here, but it's always good to go ahead and check just to make sure, you know, maybe if you don't find any more on the rooftop that you're on, but you can follow the rooftop around to hopefully find out where another one is. I have to figure out how to get to that one. Let me see. It's going to be a pain. there's a really high spot I can actually get to get to this. Oh, what the? Probably as best as I'm gonna get height-wise. There we go. Well, that's all the ones on the outside, so I'm gonna have to start looking on the inside now. And I'll start knock you out and get some health. I was almost afraid I was gonna have to wait until a job to be able to get this one, but thankfully I can grab this one, and then there should be another one at the other end of the sewer, possibly on this end. Nope. So there's two entrances, but then if you notice that where those keys were, that's a job for later. So 4 more. Probably found all I can find in this section, so it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go back over here and take a look in the city area. I got the one down there. Yeah, there's not going to be anything up there. Let me see. There we go. And possibly up here. Yep, I hear something. Sounds like 2 of them. But I want to knock him out just so he doesn't turn around and mess with me while I'm up here. Like I said, I can hear 2 of them around here. There's one. Sounds like there's a bunch of them around here, so maybe this is where the last of them are. I guess the last of them are up along this path. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh, that's alright. I could have swore I had already found them all. Okay. Let me listen, try to figure out. Now, I believe these red barrels are explosive barrels, so you want to be careful hitting them. I'm not going to hit one right now, but I probably will end up hitting one at some point, so you definitely want to be very careful around them. Oops, what the? It's probably up here. At the very top of this building. I wouldn't be either at the top of the building or right there. Alright, so that's all of the clue bottles. I'm not sure exactly where the... Well, I can figure it out real quick. just and see if I can actually get it right now. Sometimes you can't always get these get the safes while you know, it's not like episode 4 sometimes. Now, all right, so I'm not gonna be able to get it right now. It's actually part of the job, so I'm gonna wait for that. But anyways, that's where all the clue bottle locations are. So thank you for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Next time we will start the jobs for this episode. For this episode. So until then, later, everyone.